Help desk software for small business. 5 remarkable ways it can improve customer support. Successful business owners always strive for excellence in client service before and after a sale is made. A business's products could be top-notch, and its branding and communication could be powerful, captivating, and intuitive. But if the company's customer support lacks clarity and responsiveness, its reputation and future sales could be in doubt. Keep in mind, consumers have the power to rate products, request answers, review companies, and rave about experiences across almost any channel instantly. Because we live in a consumer-centric age, companies have to be ready to handle customer support cases and complaints quickly while keeping service teams working smoothly. Watch this video to find out how help desk software can improve your company's client relationship. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. How you doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. If you were to ask me, I'm doing marvelous. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Today I want to talk to you about help desk software for small business. 5 remarkable ways it can improve customer support. The first thing is support customers across channels. Help desk software can help you support your customers across channels. Consumers can mention a company on Twitter to ask questions. They can pick on the phone to voice complaints. They can even send emails or strike up a live chat with a customer service representative, or in many cases, an AI-enabled chatbot, an artificial intelligence-enabled chatbot. You know those when you go into websites nowadays, you have someone who is always there. His name is John or her name is Jane, and he or she is always ready to have a chat with you. This is not a real person. It's an AI-enabled chatbot. That means the customer service teams needs to have a way to manage requests across all communications channels and keep them organized. A help desk can provide multi-channel support, so agent can work more efficiently, resolve issues faster, and offer amazing service. The important thing here is that you want to have consistency across all channels, and this is what help desk software offers to your small business. It's not about, so when somebody reaches out to you on Twitter or LinkedIn, or they email you, or they call you, or they send you even a regular mail, the response has to be consistent across all channels. And consistency here is you can analyze consistency at 3 levels. So the clarity of the communication, the value add, so the value proposition, which encompasses the mission and the vision of the company, and the ability to resolve, the ability to solve the complaints. In other words, what I'm trying to say here is that if somebody contacts you on Facebook, they shouldn't be like, oh, well, the company is more responsive on Facebook than it is via regular mail. It has to be the same response rate, the same satisfaction level. And help desk software helps you streamline these communications across all channels, because the software will actually aggregate data from all channels and help your team have a central way to address complaints, to address questions, to address comments. The second remarkable way in which help desk software can improve customer support is to help you manage cases quickly. Many people have had the frustrating experience of filling out a form on a company's website to ask a question, only to have multiple customer support representatives follow up at different times, right? And if you're lucky, sometimes they will call you during the day, but if you're not lucky, they will call you at night, or because they probably have a customer service rep in Asia, and he or she doesn't know that maybe he or she is not aware of the time zone, but they will call you in the middle of the night, or they might even call you in the middle of an important meeting. The bottom line here is that this is because there is no coordination. So sometimes no one even follows up at all. This is even worse. So you have customers complaining, but the company is not taking action because the information is not conveyed to the right person. So regardless of the channel the request came through, a good customer service platform ensures that every inquiry routes to the right agent and gets organized or categorized accordingly. And this is where help desk software helps, because consumers and potential customers are able to categorize their request. So based on the category that they chose, either on the company's website or on social media or while calling, the system, the software can automatically route that cluster of complaints, that cluster of comments to the right team. And this is where you are getting in time, you are getting in streamlining the operation, and you're getting in cost effectiveness. One person or team might handle Facebook and Twitter cases, for instance, while another team responds to phone calls. If you're able to segregate duties properly, you're able to increase employee productivity and streamline the customer service operations. This will enable you, in turn, every customer service team member, to focus on what? Priority cases. To focus on the most important cases without leaving requests unanswered. Smooth case management also keep internal teams efficient. And this is one great area where help desk software can help your small business. So reporting data can improve the customer experience, reduce ticket volume, and preempt small issues before they become big ones. And we all know, for your small business as for larger companies, a small issue may trigger, if not solved quickly, may trigger a bigger reputational issue. Help desk software can also automate the support and workflows within your small business. As organizations grow, so do the customer service caseloads. So if you are a small business, you probably have a caseload of say 50 a week. But as the business grows, as you expand your product portfolio, as you attack new markets, new niches, as you get into new sectors, so will your service caseloads. And that's normal. It is therefore essential for your company, or all companies for that matter, to keep a pulse on the time and resources customer support requires. So you want to implement automation. That could be one way. Implementing automation is one way that companies can save time, money, and most importantly, some headaches. So ideally here, help desk software in your small business can help you save time. I've already explained that to you in terms of the automation, in terms of the reduced time that it requires team members to get back to the clients. It also saves money. So when you save time, you automatically save money in the business world. That's where it goes, because time is money. And more subtly, more indirectly, it will save you also some headaches. With automated workflows, customer service agents can speed through repetitive tasks, such as using preset responses that provide answers to the most common questions, so they can focus on more complex ones. In the last 10 years, companies have solved the issues of the main issue. In the last 15 years, companies have solved the main issue of repetitive questions through something called FAQ, the frequently asked questions. But nowadays, people are looking for more interaction, more real-time actions, more real-time reaction. So you can have a chatbot, you can have an AI chatbot. That's pretty cool. And the reason why you need that is because, again, as I said, you want a machine or a machine-like element in your customer service team to handle the repetitive, the routine, the periodic answers. But there are more complex issues, more important issues that you can delegate to humans, to people in your customer service department. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are doing fantastic. I hope you are doing marvelous. I'm still having a conversation here around help desk software for small business. 5 remarkable ways it can improve customer support. Number 4, the software provides consistent experiences. Consumers want consistent experiences with brands no matter where they interact with them. In fact, according to research, 65% of consumers and 73% of business buyers are extremely or very likely to switch companies if they receive inconsistent experiences. So you can see that the reaction or the expectations are kind of similar across the B2C and the B2B spectra. So whether you are in the B2C where you have a 65% and the B2B spectrum where you have 73%, people are expecting the same sort of consistency. If your small business cannot offer a holistic client experience, you might lose clients in the long run. So with such a high percentage of people demanding cohesion and synergy across touch points, companies cannot afford to create just disjointed journeys. In other words, journeys that are inconsistent, journeys that lack harmony. You want operational harmony to exist within the processes whereby you serve clients, whereby you respond to clients' requests, comments, and inquiries. Imagine being able to have a real-time conversation with a customer via a website's chat feature, and then being able to build on that same conversation with a telephone call. That's solid service, and this is what help desk software for small business allows your company to do. The ability to streamline, the ability to have a conversation across all channels seamlessly. That seamlessness is really what consumers are looking for, and this is what your company should offer if it wants to increase its brand recognition. It wants to improve client service, but most important, improve client experience, folks. CX, because what we're talking about here is not just the client experience. The client is not just the client service. Client service is pretty cool. If you call a company and the company you talk to a service rep and she or he's happy on that day and the conversation went fine, that's client service. But if a few days later you are able to call 3 or 4 times across all channels and you are received properly, you are received courteously, you are received expeditiously, really fast, that's impeccable client experience. And that's what you want. And this is what help desk software does to your business in the short and long run. And the number 5, the fifth element, the fifth remarkable way help desk software can help your small business improve customer support is by the fact that it helps customer help themselves. Think about that. You are empowering your own customers to help themselves. Sometimes people just want to solve their own issues, like finding a quick, accurate answer to a product related question. They're not looking for interacting all the time with a customer service rep. One crucial and often overlooked aspect of great customer service is enabling customers to help themselves, empowering them, giving them the tools and allowing them to do their own thing. To do this though, companies need to have the right resources in place and make them easy to access. One way to make sure customers can help themselves is by creating an easy to navigate support portal. What is a support portal? A support portal is way more than what you have seen so far with the FAQ. The FAQ of yesteryears, the FAQ of yesterday was a static, lethargic resource that were sitting there and that had to be updated every now and then. A support portal is way more than that. A support portal can house key information like FAQs, but more in an interactive way. You could even create a public Q&A forum to help consumers connect with each other and share information. So you have something called UGC, user generated content. So instead of relying on the FAQ that your client service or your engineering department, if you're selling electronics, for instance, instead of relying on FAQ that your engineering department crafted 10 years ago, you just want to have a forum whereby users themselves can help each other. And the beauty of this is that users feel empowered, they feel engaged, and the information there is even updated, it's up to date, because users will always give you the latest information, because nobody is going to comment on a product or a service if he or she hasn't tried it all. They need to have tried it to know how to fix the problems that another user has raised. So, as customers continue to demand seamless experiences throughout their journeys with brands, customer service, the teams that constitute your customer service organization globally need to be ready to handle their inquiries. So help desk software allows companies to adapt and keep customers happy, no matter how the consumer brand relationship evolves. All right, folks, this is the end of today's conversation around help desk software for small business. This was a short one, and I wanted to first quickly give you 5 remarkable ways help desk software can help improve customer support. So the 5 remarkable ways were supporting customers across channels, managing cases quickly, automating support and workflows, providing consistent experiences, and helping customers help themselves. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.